Hello everyone and welcome back to Psychology and Coffee with Aisha. Today we are diving into one of my favorite subjects, which is communication. But we are not going to talk about how to speak or how to perform. No, I want to talk to you about the real connection that happens behind a good communication. The type of communication that will help you thrive by being yourself and help you get what you want in life by knowing how to ask for it. So let's explore the psychology, the practice, and the little known truth behind becoming a master communicator. So what is communication? Communication at its core is the process of sharing meaning. It's how we connect, relate, influence, soothe, or sometimes hurt each other. And it's not just about words. So the psychologist Friedman Schulz von Thun came up with a model called the 4 ears. It's a brilliant way to understand how we send and receive messages. Whenever we speak, our message has actually 4 layers. The first one is factual content, what I'm saying literally. The second one is self-revelation, what I am revealing about myself. The third one is relationship, what I express about you, about our dynamic. And the fourth one, appeal, what I want you to feel or think. So every listener hears in their own 4 ears. So when someone says, for example, oh, you didn't put the lid on the milk, you might hear a fact, a criticism, or a concern, right? So depending on which ear you are most active. Misunderstandings happen not because we don't speak, but actually because we don't always hear or interpret clearly. Okay, now, communication always involves a sender and a receiver. And here is the problem. What the sender sometimes intends or means to say isn't always properly understood by the receiver. And this is where the body, the face, the voice, the energy matters so much more than the words we use. Say I'm fine with a kind tone and it will feel true. I'm fine. Or say the same thing with a tense jaw, a cold voice, and it sounds like it's fake. I'm fine. So, great communication depends on how well you express what you mean and how well the other person reads it or receives it. Let's talk about people who really stand out as communicators. They are not always the loudest or most charismatic. They are people who know how to make others feel seen, safe, and understood. Here is what they have in common. They are attuned listeners. They don't just wait their turn to talk. They really listen and reflect on what you say. They use nonverbal affirmation and ask questions that show presence and interest, not just politeness. They are brilliant in nonverbal cues. They know how to encode meaning through open posture, a soft voice, and direct eye contact. They know how to decode discomfort, distress, or tension, even if no one says a word. They mirror your mood and they adjust their tone, their speed and energy to create alignment, to be on the same wavelength. Very important. They don't perform connection. They create it through sincerity and emotional intelligence. And most importantly, they like people and they are not afraid to show it. You don't build trust by being perfect. You build trust by being real, responsive, and present. Okay, take a moment here to let the word present sink in. Now, my favorite part, why you should stop withholding warmth. One of the biggest blocker to connection is withholding. With some people, we feel something kind, something warm, we admire them, but we don't say it. Maybe we think we will come off too strong or the wrong way, or we are scared to be vulnerable. But Connection needs vulnerability. If you think someone is inspiring, say it. If you think they are beautiful, have a nice style, or anything about them that is positive, say it. Those micro moments of honesty, they build emotional bridges. And here is the kicker. When you create connection, you don't just help them, but you help yourself as well. Okay, let's switch to something a bit juicier, the hormone boost of connection. So when we connect deeply, something beautiful happens in our body. We start releasing hormones. So one of those hormones is oxytocin, the bonding hormone that builds trust and intimacy. Then serotonin, the mood stabilizers that boost self-esteem and well-being. Then dopamine, the reward chemical for pleasure, motivation and focus. Endorphins, which is a natural painkiller that creates calm and even euphoria. And then testosterone fuels confidence, assertiveness, and sexual attraction, especially in moments of mutual connection. So that's why good communicators often feel energizing, because they gift these hormones and then you produce them not through magic but through emotional presence. And again, the key word here is presence. We are lacking that lately, unfortunately. And the good news, you can learn it, you just have to practice it. Now, some practical tips. Speak what you feel. Here is one of the simplest and most powerful tools. If you feel something good, say it out loud. Use affirming adjectives. Speak with intention. For example, I feel really energized around you, or you always bring such calm, or you have such a beautiful way of thinking. This isn't cheesy, it's neuroscience in action. You are creating safety, reward, and bonding in real time. You can't be scared of that. Communication isn't just verbal. Let's not forget, words are only a part of the story. Most studies estimate that 60 to 90% of communication is actually nonverbal. So think about your facial expression, your gesture, posture, eye contact, voice, pitch, rhythm, and physical distance as well. A confident posture, a warm smile, a calm tone, they all speak louder than your vocabulary and your sentences. The body is honest, and people read your cues even if they don't realize it consciously. How to start improving communication? Where do we start? I would say start by listening like it matters. Pause, reflect, and be there. Watch for cues. Are they fidgeting? Are they closing off? Are they leaning towards you? Mirror their energy. Create a flow of synchronization. Speak warm thoughts out loud. Don't save compliments, just say them. Own your message. Align your words with the tone and the body. Practice curiosity. Ask real questions. How did that feel for you? That goes a long way. And be okay with silence. Connection doesn't always require constant noise. All right, let's wrap this up. So great communication is more than just talking. It's about seeing, feeling, responding with care and clarity. When you stop performing and start connecting and prioritizing that, your world completely changes. No joke. So don't hold back your kindness. Don't hide your warmth. As humans, we were built for connection, and communication is the bridge that leads us to that. Voila! I hope this was interesting to you. Subscribe for more. Don't forget to sip your coffee and have a good day.